An anvil is a metalworking tool consisting of a large block of metal, usually forged or cast steel, with a flattened top surface upon which another object is struck or worked. They are primarily used by blacksmiths throughout the human history to create tools, weapons, objects that we have needed. It is also the namesake of a great metal band that we are going to be talking about today.
That's crazy. They used them all over. I thought it was just at the Renaissance Fair. It's the only time I ever seen one of them things. Is it the
Yo,
fucking?
do you hear Anvil's playing at the Renaissance Fair this week?
Yeah, they be hitting one with one of them big old.
They're dropping them on their heads.
Dude, I hope they got that guy where you can throw the tomatoes at him and he calls your fucking mom like fat and
a
shit.
bitch.
Fat bitch.
Some band from fucking.
Kill that fat bitch.
Some band from Niagara Falls or something's gonna be playing at the Renaissance
Niagara
Fair.
Falls.
Yo, accent aside, I actually I went to the Renaissance Fair before because it was like a pretty common thing. And they did have a guy that was like in Iraq, and he just straight up would like make heinous shit of like make fun of your fucking family and you, and you'd pay to throw tomatoes at the fucker. But like my stupid ass like had no coordination, so it was like in a small way letting down my family at a very young age because he was just like, look at your mother, she's fat. Like it wasn't there was no finesse to the insults.
Yeah,
they
they
were just
need,
sort of like pointed observations. Your dad looks
Well,
like
you know
he's
where
poor.
it wouldn't
They
be
need
like
Cat
that.
Williams to be in there.
That
would be awesome.
Williams, but yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, the dude was just like, "Hey, you guys look poor," and I was lobbing these tomatoes with no success, just like.
They would have had a better guy at what is.
I wish you're the bully that I hate.
My new invasive thought. They probably would have had a better insult, Goblin. The Baltimore Renaissance Fair that has now become a mind virus I have to contend with here.
The Lady of the Ocean.
The
Lady of the
Dundalk Renaissance
So
Fair.
what? They just have open dog fighting.
Lady of the Ocean.
Yo, that's the Lady of the Ocean coming out.
Give me the sword.
I had to pull a fucking switchblade out of a crab cake.
Hand me that S word.
You can find out what your family crest is, but instead of like medieval coat of arms, it's just like the Ravens fucking logo.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Oh, I got the fucking
Ravens
Ravens logo for mine too. Oh, I got the O's.
I'll get a turkey leg with Old Bay on it.
Turkey leg with Old Bay.
This is the Kings of Punk podcast, as you probably know. I'm your host, Tyler Hammer. To my left.
Oh, over here. Yeah, Jake Razor. Hello.
To my right.
Gary U.S. Bombs.
And across from me.
The formidable Connor.
We got Connor might just be like the fourth chair guy.
It's like he's in the Artie Lang spot.
Yeah,
like
Tim
on,
brought this up.
Howard Stern.
He brought this up last night at the Goth Extravaganza. He was like, "Yeah, you're like the Artie Lang part. Like you're a guest appearance, but like always there now."
Yeah.
So, right. Yeah.
And hopefully this will be a better episode than last because
we have a little bit more.
What
of a
happened to
plan.
the last one?
The last
one that Connor was on, I felt.
Oh,
I overdosed on ice cream,
and we like did not talk about metalcore. I feel like at all.
No, it was just like growing up Gotti, but instead of Gotti,
we didn't plan on talking about
Gotti,
metalcore though. That wasn't the idea.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a topic for today that Tyler tried to introduce.
Yes. I did swiftly
yes.
and incredibly, as probably as well as the band we're talking about ever did with music. The band Anvil.
God damn it, dude! This band.
This is not the typical legacy of episode. This is now
the blight. It's the blight of Anvil because they suck so bad.
Because they are
they really are just
band.
Demonstrably terrible.
I mean, this band in particular, Tyler and Connor have a lot of history with this band.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. You guys, I want to hear the origin stories.
They entered our lives via YouTube, and it felt like a lethal injection.
This was years ago too. I can't remember. I think it must have been
the
like
ill-fated GPS video.
Yeah, it was like 2018 or 2019, somewhere in between there.
I remember this. I remember you guys showing me this.
So, we just want to let everyone know, like, we're gonna do not many of these kinds of episodes. When we do, we're trying to focus on bands that we really can't hurt because they do it themselves. And
they're
and I don't
definitely
think that
self-inflicted.
they're bad people. I may end up saying that just because of what they say, but I don't really mean it. None of us mean it, I don't think.
Yeah, very good. I mean, I do.
Okay, well, Connor does, so.
But I'm not a part of this Kings of Punk LLC, so really nothing's going to affect you.
I know.
guys.
I can tell you right off the bat, we're going to talk about them as people later on. I don't know much about them as people. My impression right off the bat is I have no issue with them really, but a lot of people around them, I have to, because I feel like this is a band that was at once like enabled and ripped off by a lot of people to their detriment, and didn't get a lot of constructive criticism. And again, we're probably encouraged and egged on by the same people that were looking to rip them off for, I'm sure, incredibly petty amounts of money. I'll note, like,
I'm
a
sure.
toonie.
Yeah.
like that's
They are
seriously
from Canada.
fucking
No one
toonie,
knows that.
Yes.
So that's why I used the toonie reference.
That's what's known as a first strike.
They are from the Great White North in
Now,
Ontario.
We do, like many people, we probably more than likely got introduced them in terms of us knowing the band themselves via the
documentary
Yes.
they had in
Oh, yeah.
2008 or 2009
2007, I thought. Maybe
okay.
later, yeah.
called ANVIL, The Story of ANVIL.
That I remember. I remember it because normies were talking about it, or I hate using that term. My brain is fried from a bunch of things. But people who were not into like obscure heavy metal were talking about this movie and how funny it was and how it's like real life Spinal Tap or whatever. I never saw it. I didn't read about it. It seemed a little bit too epic for me, and I sort of just tuned it out and went and actually listened to the Grim Reaper album, every day. Instead.
The actually epic Grim Reaper album.
Yes, good album.
Mm-hmm.
Good dudes
But-
backed hard.
I think, like many people, we didn't listen to the band at all.
No.
So
Cosign.
upon around like 2018 or so, what happened?
I think we loved going on the Napalm Records YouTube channel because they would have all sorts of bullshit ass stupid like new metal bands, like their music videos and shit.
Or like
And you
that,
don't mean-
or not even just the new metal. My personal,
I didn't mean like new metal. I meant like like a
new
new song
new
by,
metal
like,
band, not the
bands.
NU
No,
umlaut.
no.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Personally, my favorite thing in that was the operatic elements they had in some of those bands on that roster.
Oh, it was all like folk metal or like symphonic power metal.
and
or-
holy moly,
yeah.
the CGI that was utilized on these music videos, amazingly terrible.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I think somehow I don't think like the Anvil video was on that channel, but it was like related because it's like a old washed up metal band with their. It's look if our listeners, if you're not familiar, look it up. It's the song that we're talking about with the video. It's called "Bitch in the Box."
Gonna
Yeah.
bleep that out.
Oh,
I'm sorry, "Boop in the
in the
box."
box.
yeah.
And-
only makes it sound
We
worse.
don't want to
but-
upset any redacted people out there.
Yeah.
That's right.
We gotta.
Anyway, so this video, I think it has about a budget of $0.00.
They clearly had.
What
they
about that
clearly had-
van?
Like it's funny because when they're supposed to be like driving, they're clearly just like parked in like an alleyway.
They
somewhere.
this is very much
None of them
like
have their license.
no.
made during for load-in or something like
Yeah,
that.
they were
for a
like,
show.
"Oh, we got 4 hours to kill before the show, eh?"
Yeah, for the
But-
going at 1
like,
a.m.
Continue though. I mean, because the premise of this song and music video, not only did they have the gall to make a song about a fucking GPS, then they doubled down and were like, "This deserves a music video."
This is the
too.
single for the album.
Yeah.
And it's the boop in a box is referring to the woman's voice that they're hearing.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're burying the lead here a little bit. 2018.
2018.
yeah.
They made a thing about a song
GPS.
about a GPS like a unit, hence the box. It's not a bitch in your phone.
And if you watch the
Yeah.
video, there's like one of the members is like, "Oh, you like as if it's this new technology.
Yeah.
you type
You just
anything,
type it
and
in.
it'll show you where to go."
Yeah, it's crazy. Like now, let me ask: when's the last year you could write a song about a GPS?
2003.
No.
No,
yeah.
after that.
Oh yeah.
I used one on a tour, I think, in like 2011. But
I
guess
would
that doesn't
say
mean it's okay.
I would argue
2012.
never because that's such a stupid fucking thing.
Yeah, okay, actually, that is the truly correct answer. That's like the S tier
But-
answer.
Yeah, actually.
But like, I would genuinely say 2011, 2012. 2012, pushing it. You are pushing it, pal.
Yeah, per like technological advancement and like relevancy for sure.
Yeah. So that is how we kind of like ingratiated me, Connor, and Tim ingratiated ourselves with this band. Is wow, this is pretty awful.
Yeah,
And-
I gotta issue a correction. I don't want to be a dick, but if you ingratiated yourselves to this band, that would mean like that they like owed a debt to you or something. Which I
Oh,
guess
they
maybe
do.
Yeah,
They do
oh,
owe
yeah,
that.
or
and
you-
they did.
My hearing.
okay.
They
fair
owed
enough,
me.
fair
They
enough.
owed me a good
Time,
song.
yeah.
And we listened to something from like every single album.
Yeah.
But we
And,
would always just go back to that video.
But my God, this band, it feels like they have nothing good. Like there's not. Some may dispute some stuff, but
There
I
are a
feel
couple.
like there
They got
is-
spotty songs here and there, but a majority of it is.
You know what it is? It's like a band that had some fucking wind in its sails. That wind went away, and then some jackass was like, "Dude, I wish that they went like further," because it was probably a bigger loser than them that was constantly being like, "I love them, you just don't understand. I'm gonna make a movie about them," and then that garnered this resurgence. But then the issue is you have a band that is being basically pushed, in my opinion, to do this
right,
shit.
very inorganically.
So where are they? Where are they gonna source material from?
They're assholes.
why don't-
That's what.
I mean, to be fair though, the other side of this and I think this is what inspired a filmmaker to make a documentary about them. This is not like a cult band that had a reunion. This band never broke up.
yeah.
Yes.
And I was assigned to listen to their 90s material, so I know all of the fuck about it and how they didn't break up. No spoilers, but I will say, yeah, obviously they're really bad. But after listening to all their material, surprisingly, my opinion of their music improved. Now, granted, my opinion formation about them started with hearing the song "Bitch in the Box," so that is saying very,
It can
very,
only
very,
go up from
very,
there.
very, very little. But
Yeah.
it's to me, this is and I don't know their story. I've heard people say it's kind of a tragic story. The music itself is tragic because it's like there's some things there, but there's a lot of other things too, and the things in the latter category tend to negate whatever had any value in the first.
Well, going back to your point earlier that you said where it's like clearly a band that never got any constructive criticism, or at least maybe they just eschewed it as like, we're not gonna listen to it, because like you don't keep an open mind to criticism and then be like, no, we're definitely making a song about a GPS, or like even other
Right.
songs where it's like it'd be like, all right, what do you got today? Oh, what about like I don't know, what's relatable? I don't know, a traffic.
Yeah.
Let's do a traffic song.
Dude, they have so many like just stupid concepts for like songs.
They have a
Zombie
song called "Park
Apocalypse.
That Truck," which we'll talk about later.
Why don't we start with the history of this band here?
yeah.
Sure.
Because it's longer than you would think. A listener's
we-
probably like, this is an 80s band. Nope. They really actually kind of started in the 70s, and I think that's very important to point out.
Yes. Can we take a quick break, then come back to this?
Yes,
I just
we're going to
have
be
do
back
something. Yeah.
with the history of Anvil.
Yeah.